Hey guys, welcome to a ARK mod showcase where today I am featuring the mod SIDS hybrid. So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever felt that ARK is just missing that one thing that you see in Jurassic World? That one thing, that one letter that starts with the letter H, which is called hybrids? Well, this mod will definitely quench your thirst about the hybrid, as not only does this mod adds hybrid, it adds 15 different types of hybrid along with each of their own individual special abilities that came from their parent dinosaurs. So, first things first, how do we even make the hybrids? Well, first off, you have to make this machine where it's called the cloning machine. When you make the cloning machine, you have to make an additional machine called the DNA refinery. So there are 4 types of dinosaur hybrids, type 1 to type 4. Type 1 being the strongest and the hardest to get, while type 4 being the easiest, however the weakest to get. But all of them still have their own users and they are unique to themselves. So let's start with how to make it first. First you need to get some DNA. There are 3 types of DNA: lesser DNA, common DNA, and excellent DNA. Lesser DNAs will be used for as shown here. Lesser DNA will be mainly used for creating a type 4 and type 3 hybrid. Lesser DNA will be from type 3 to type 2, and naturally excellent DNA will be type 1 to type 2. So how do you create each DNA? For each types of DNA, there are actually 2 kinds. One is the mammal DNA and one is the dinosaur DNA. So in order to create this, you have to have raw meat, raw fish, and raw pelt, which I have right here. Let's take some of these and just chuck in here. In fact, let's chuck in all the materials that I have prepared. Right. So once you have all the materials in, you can craft your DNA, and once you have crafted your DNA, which you have to craft quite a bit, you can then proceed to look at the ingredient list for the hybrid dinosaurs. As you can see, you need 612 lesser dinosaur DNA to create the most low tier of all the hybrids, which is the Velocinychus. However, I'll be showcasing you what each of the dinosaurs can do and how they look like, which is probably the best thing about this mod. Now you might be thinking, like, what other than these 6 DNA, what other DNAs are there? Well, there are the apex, predator, and herbivore DNAs, where once you get the trophy for the creature, you must mix it along with organic polymer, which I'm now going to do, and you will get these. Where's these? And you get the purified version of each of these items, each of these trophies. Now that I have all these purified items in my inventory, what do you do with the purified items? Well, now this is where the DNA refinery comes in. Just power the DNA refinery with gasoline and throw all of these in, and they will create the DNA type for that specific creature. And that's how you get these particular DNA, for example the Allosaurus DNA, Argentavis, Carnotaurus, and etc. Now once you got all these DNAs in here, you can finally start creating your own personal hybrid dinosaurs. Alright, now I'll be going through each of the types of hybrids, starting with the type 4 hybrids, where there are only 2 types, the Bellucercolestes and the Velocinychus. The I'll just call it a bell. The Bellu The Bellucercolestes is a mixture between the Archaeopteryx and the Gallimimus, making it a very, very fast dinosaur and very, very good for traveling around the map. Like so. The only downside about it is that it's quite loud, as you can tell. However, other than that, it's a very quick and very fast dinosaur that has plenty of stamina. As you can see, I'm running for quite some time and it's still running. and you can easily not only get out of danger but also travel the map far and wide. So next I'll be going through the Velocinychus, where it is a mixture of an Iguanodon speed and size, along with the bite of a Troodon, where I have tested it and it actually hurts quite a lot, unlike the Iguanodon, and it also is also able to chase down creatures very fast. This is, for example, I'm just gonna keep hitting this Stegosaurus and it's already down from a level 1 Velocinychus. But it does at 175 damage, but yeah, you get what I mean. It's fast, it's not as fast as the Bellucercolestes, but it's still, it's not as fast, but it's also it definitely does more damage than it. So these two are very good starting low tier hybrid creatures, each able to do their job, and it's a solid starting hybrid. Next, we are going through the Type 3 hybrid. For the Type 3 hybrid, there are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. For the Type 3 hybrid, there are a total of 6 different hybrids. However, over here you only see 5, as one of the hybrid is currently kind of bugged out in terms of look. But so I wouldn't be going through that. So first is the Trichodosaura, which is a mixture of the Daeodon and the Allosaurus. For this particular creature, it loses the pack advantage from the Allosaurus, where you can do a bleed damage. However, in trade of that, not only do you get a bigger, bulkier, and better stats version of a Daeodon, but you also get able to ride it and heal creatures. So this is definitely a very good raid dinosaur, especially for not only bossing but also raiding, as I said. Next is the Argentjara, which is a mix of the Argentavis and the Tapejara. The Argentavis, what I realized, is quite slow. However, it has an immense amount of stamina. Unlike the Tapejara, which is fast but it gets tired easily. This removes both of the cons from each animal and making it a very, very fast creature for flight. And also it can pick up. It also retains the Argentavis ability of picking up small creatures like so. So in trade-off for the Argentavis immense healing buff from eating a dead corpse, you trade off for this very fast flying creature that still has retains the Argentavis pickup ability. Next is the Sarcocaulus, which is the mix of a Diplocaulus and the Sarcosuchus. Okay, so the sad thing about the Sarcocaulus is that it loses the ability to lunge and do the death roll like the Sarcosuchus. However, in exchange for that, you retain not only the speed of swimming for the Sarcosuchus, you even enhance it even further. Additionally, having the Diplocaulus ability to breathe underwater while riding it, making it an extremely good underwater exploring creature, where you can easily, if I'm not wrong, you can easily outswim most creatures, except just don't touch any of the jellyfish, as that still causes some problem. Alright, next is the Torvosuchus, which is a mixture of the Kaprosuchus with the Sabertooth tiger, creating a very fast creature that also can pick up creatures. For example, like this. I just picked up my own Terrorraptor. So this not only has the jump and the speed of the Kaprosuchus, it also mixes it with the Sabertooth, creating a pretty well stat and also a pretty fast and fast and efficient creature if you want to tame small creatures. Now next is the Terrorraptor, and no, this is not a mini Tyrannus. This is in fact the mixture between the Terrorbird and the Raptor. And as you can tell, it does have a pack buff, where once everyone is following, you can bite, and you can also roar, which it's aesthetic, but it's pretty cool. Despite losing the ability to pounce on a small creature, it does make up in that not only extremely powerful bites, but also that if you are able to make a few of them, you not only have quite a terrifying mini Tyrannus army running at them, but you also, you look good while looking at it. Right? Look at this creature, it looks so good. So now I'm gonna go through the type 2 hybrids, starting with the Lasiocheloraptor, which I fondly call it the poster dinosaur, as this is the dinosaur you see on Seeds Hybrids mod. So what is the Lasiocheloraptor? It is a mix between the Baryonyx and the Pegomastex, where mixing it together makes it extremely, as you can tell, large. It's almost as large as a Carno. So not only will you be able to evade the larger dinosaur's attention, you'll also be able to ride a pretty powerful creature. And an additional, not ability, but additional feature that it has is if you're running low on, if you're running low on height, all you need to do is have it take a bite. Look at the amount of height you get. So this is a good creature to roam around with, and also get into a fight. And also you try to, not to get into a fight with a creature like this, cause that would spell like, a bad day for quite literally anyone. Now next is the Spinonychus. What is the Spinonychus? It is the mixture between the Therizinosaurus and the Spinosaurus. Basically, you give the Spinosaurus the claws of a. Basically, you give the Spinosaurus the claws of a Therizinosaurus, and you get this creature. Now, left clicking would be the bite. However, right clicking would be the claw swipe. So, not only does it retain its carnivorous intents like the Spinosaurus, you also can use it to carve trees and harvest trees like the Therizinosaurus, making it quite literally a very fast creature that you can collect stuff with. However, the one main trade-off is that it loses the water buff when touching water, unlike the Spinosaurus. So next is the Rhynchoceratops, where it is a mixture between the Pachyrhinosaurus with the woolly rhino, which is quite fitting if you ask me about it. And it essentially gives the rhinoceros a shield similar to the Triceratops and the Pachyrhino in front, where it reduces damage from the front or the head, while still retaining its charge and build up damage feature, making it quite a devastating thing to creature to face head on, where you can't just shoot the creature and you will die. Now last is the type 1 hybrids. For the type 1 hybrids, these are probably the hardest hardest hybrids that you are going to try to get. However, it is quite worth it. Next is the Megalosaurus, which is a mixture between the Carbonemys and the Ankylosaurus. And through to mixing two very tanky creatures together, you have this beast of a tank, where it not only has a base stat of 14,000 HP, you also get the powerful tail swing of the Ankylosaurus, which if you play ARK, which you should know that it not only can decimate creatures extremely easily, making this one of the most worthwhile tank creatures you can ever get in this mod. Now next is the Titanoceratops, which is a mixture between the Stegosaurus and the Kentrosaurus, creating in this very extremely spiky creature that excels at raiding, as it is stated that it is able to penetrate through stone walls with ease, due to its extremely abnormal spikes on its tail. It has two attacks. One is the normal Stegosaurus tail swing, and the other is a slam similar to the Kentrosaurus. Now next is the Dracovaranus, which is a mixture between the Microraptor and the Rex. The two mixture combined together creates an extremely fast Tyrannosaurus Rex. Not only is it very fast, it also has a bleed ability, where the left click is a normal bite while the right click is a slower bite, but it's a bleed. As I'm gonna demonstrate to you now, I'll summon a Rex to fight with it, and as you can see, I'm still quite the same size. Yes, I do lose the ability to roar, however, I do gain the ability to bleed, and that in a fight is extremely strong. So if you want to create a Rex raid for bossing, this might be a better idea considering that it has a bleed ability. Now the last creature of this list is quite a special creature as it mixes both a land and a sea animal, which is the Fosotasaurus, which mixes the size and length of a Carnotaurus along with the power of the electrical eel. Whereas you can see while you're running, you can still do the normal creature bite. However, I'm gonna show. You also gain the ability to shock like an electrical eel. Yeah, this is it. This is the SIDS hybrid. Take note that SIDS hybrid is still quite a new mod, where the person who is creating the mod, Sid, is actually, from what I can see, really talented. He's able to create this many unique creatures, he's able to create such unique creatures just by, not only because they just mix it together, but you also give each of them a fresh, new, unique look. Unlike just slapping on a certain creature's asset onto another creature's body, which is kind of boring, you ask me. But he actually took the time to give each creature a fresh, unique, new look, making it extremely well received. So, I have come to the end of the SIDS hybrid mod. So what do you think of the hybrids? Do you think they are cool? Do you think they're still too little? As I said, this mod is still in progress. It's still under development. So be sure to look out for more hybrids in the future, and also just help Sid out. He needs based on how much work and how much what he did for this. He not only did he quench the thirst for people like me who wants actual hybrid dinosaurs in the game, he also made it fun, unique, and also giving each of the creature a personality, a use for them in each stage of ARK. So I've come to the end of the video. Do like the video if you think it's good, and subscribe if you want more of this kind of content, as I'm going to be probably making more ARK mod showcases in the future on mods that are either that I like or aren't really out there and not a lot of people sees it. So yeah, this is this is the end of the video, and okay, let me say that all over again because I just keep saying this is the end of the video 3 fucking times. I've come to the end of the SIDS hybrid mod showcase, and do give Sid your support if you do like the mod, as it, in my opinion, is an extremely good mod. Not only did it add hybrid creatures to the game, it makes each of the hybrid creatures have not only a unique look but also a stand to their own. Each of them have a use to their own if you are creative about it. So do keep in mind that the mod is still under development, so there are definitely going to be more hybrids in the future. And if you want to suggest a hybrid, you can go to the Steam page and suggest what particular creatures you would like to see combined together. So yeah, this is the end of the video, and if you like this kind of video, do like and comment that you like, hey, maybe you should go through this mod or this mod, as I'm probably going to go through some of the mods that I like in the mod community of ARK. However, fuck, I can't even say this. I need to retake this again. Okay, retake. Part 3. Fuck off. Bye. Okay. So I have come to the end of the SIDS hybrid mod showcase. As you can tell, each of these creatures does have an extremely unique look to it, and also each of them have their own unique stand on what they can do and what and where they get their abilities from, which is very rare for the mod community. As it's been so long since I've seen such this. It's been so long since I've seen this a mod where it basically is everything that I want. As when I first played ARK, I wanted hybridization being a feature in the game. However, clearly it hasn't been in the game. But this mod makes it possible. As yes, there are other hybrid mods out there. However, this one gives each of the creature. Okay, wait. Cancel everything. Oh my god, I need to take a fake fall. Okay. So I have come to the end of the ARK SIDS hybrid. So I have come to the end of the SIDS hybrid mod showcase. I really like this mod, as when I first played ARK, it actually occurred to me that there isn't much of a hybrid feature in the game, even though that would be quite unique and new. However, ARK, Wildcard didn't want to implement such a feature. Hence, I was quite disappointed for quite some time. As yes, there were other hybrid mods out there, but none of them satisfies my need for a hybrid creature. As what I want from a hybrid creature is they get the ability from both parent creatures while changing the looks, where it resembles both parent creatures in one way or another, and SIDS hybrid just completely takes the cake. So do give SIDS hybrid mod the support that it deserves, as currently it's still a work in development mod, and it already can dish out this amount of creatures. So go to its page, maybe give some ideas, suggest what do you think would be a good combination of creatures in the game. And I hope to not only see your suggestion, but I hope that Sid can actually take in some of your suggestions too, because I'm pretty sure all of you will have some pretty smart ideas on what to fix, what to mix together. So if you do like the video, do like and comment in the comments below saying, hey, yep, this mod showcase is actually pretty fun to know, and actually shows the more underdog mods in the ARK mod showcase. And in the future, I'll be creating more of these ARK mod showcase, as I felt that there are some mods that are obviously very famous. However, there are other mods that it's not really famous, but it was really fun or really useful in your ARK's gameplay survival. So yeah, I hope to. So this is the end of the video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.